Okay, so here onto your past life reading. I see that in your past lives, you've been a father, you've been a baby, and I feel like in a way you were a father and a baby in the biblical sense. I feel like you were Bible characters. I feel like you were in those times of Jesus, Nazareth, like all the stuff that happened, like the stuff that happened early on in the Bible. I feel like you were a part of that. Like you were a father, you were a baby, you went through a period before in your past lifetime of hunger, famine, like, where you didn't have food or water for days, and you learned a lot of biblical lessons. You learned a lot of biblical lessons. Your overall energy for your reading for your past life was spirituality and religion. So I don't know if in this lifetime you're religious or spiritual, but I'm seeing that if you're not, you definitely you need to seek it. You need to go and seek it. Like meditate, really be one with yourself. I feel like, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and you're really going to love yourself a lot more when you really get in tune with your spirituality. I feel like in your past lives, you have biblical, you have spirituality and religion. I really feel like you played a big role in biblical roles. You were a father, a baby. You were there to teach people lessons, through the Bible. And I saw that you also have been married in the past. You were a spouse. You had a spouse. But maybe there were some problems with the communication. I feel like, and I feel like in a way it's kind of lingered on into this lifetime where you have a problem communicating with your partners. There's a level of insecurity, or just a level of unforgiveness that you have within you, that you don't let people in like that, or there's just like something stagnant or like a wall that is hard to put down for you. But I feel it's, caused from all the hurt and the pain that you've experienced in the past. You've given and received, just as equal from people, but at the same time, you still have this barrier up. You still put up a wall, and I feel like that has to do with your communication. I feel like, with a partner, with any partner, whether it's this partner or the next partner, communication is very important. You need to speak your truth. You need to speak your truth, and they need to speak their truth to make this work. If there's no reciprocation, if it's just one-sided, then it really needs to end. But, and I also see in your past lifetime, you might have been a single father working alone at this. And, you had to be a single father, had for your family and for your table, but you just went with the flow. You were a very good father. You were a very good father. You had no problem doing this stuff. You did it with a lot of love and dedication, providing the food and, making sure that your family wasn't hungry. You were alone as a father, but you were not alone in the sense that you felt you had God, and, you knew you were protected and loved. But there was times where you still felt alone, and, you were giving and receiving from people, but, and especially from your spouse, you were giving and receiving equally, but you still felt like there was still something off. And I feel like it was the communication with the throat chakra. The communication, your throat chakra is, your communication, your expression, how you express yourself. So I feel like there was a blockage there. And the reason I see it as a blockage as well is because it's a black card. You actually have a lot of dark cards in your spread here. This is black, this is a black card, this is a black card, and this is a black card. But it's dark, but it's meant to go into the light. You're meant to go to the light. So, if anything, if you're feeling trapped, really tap into your spirituality. I honestly feel with all the shifts that you've been telling about, all the stuff that, you've been feeling more tired, more lethargic, just sad for no reason. Sister, I'm telling you, I've been going through the same thing too, but I'm already deep in my spiritual awakening. I'm like super deep in it. I feel like because you're young and, you haven't really tapped into it, you're in the first stages of a spiritual awakening. And I feel like this card right here is confirmation of that. you know? But yeah, so, you went with the flow as a father. You were a really good father, when you were a father. But as a baby, you were put on this earth to teach, you were put on this earth as well to teach a father a lesson, to teach a father a lesson of being a better father. And, yeah, so you were put on this earth basically to teach people lessons. I can't even fuck with you, Nella. I had this card in my hand, but I didn't even know what it was, and it's to teach lessons. That's crazy. Yeah, you were here to teach lessons as a baby. As a like you were meant to teach lessons, as a baby as well, to teach father a lesson and to also teach a couple a lesson. Like you were put on this earth for a reason in your past life, and now for sure, yes, but in a way also in the grand sense of life, like you were put on this earth to teach lessons throughout all these lifetimes. You've always gone with the flow, and you need to confront your shadows, the darkness. You need to confront all this darkness, and I feel like you will seek it with spirituality and religion, or whatever floats your boat. There's no judgment in whatever you decide. I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. But, it's whatever path is meant for you, that's the path you need to be going after. But yeah, like, back, with your spouse in your past life, you guys had to confront a lot of forgiveness. You guys had to confront a lot of communication problems. So, if that's been a problem in this lifetime, definitely break the cycles. Every lifetime that we have, we're put on this earth it's kind of like a game. Like, we're starting over. Like, okay, let's see if we can figure it out this round. Let's see if we can figure it out this round. Game over. We'll start it up again in the next life and try to beat it in that lifetime, So, yeah, I definitely encourage you to confront your shadow side. Confront all those dark things that you have within you and heal from them so you can prosper and go on into your life much better and fulfilled. So I hope you liked your past life reading, Nella. I hope that helped give you a little bit more perspective on what you should do. But yeah, let me know how you liked it, and let me know if you have any other questions and stuff. Yeah, if you have a specific yes/no question, I can ask the pendulum. Like, let's see. I don't even know if I have that question anymore that you asked me. I don't know if you asked me a specific question, but let's see. So is the person that these cards are talking about the person that Nella is referring to, the one that she's questioning? Should she break free from the guy that she is currently questioning right now? And I don't know if you can see, but the pendulum is going towards me and you. When it goes towards me and you, that's a yes. When it goes side to side, that's a no. So I'm going to ask it another question. Is my front door red? Is my front door red? So I don't know if you see it now. It's going side to side. So that's a no. And my front door is green. So that just goes to show that this thing is like pretty legit. But I'll ask it again. So is the person that Nella needs to break free from, this person that we were talking about in the cards, the one that she's inquiring about, is that who she needs to break free from? Yes, girl. Unfortunately, you can't drain your energy more than you've already have for this person. It's not worth it, is what I'm seeing. Like, I didn't get any soulmate cards. If anything, I just see this being like a little lesson for you. But I feel like it's a lesson in, for you to take a direction to make yourself happier and to really discover what you have within to share with the world and with yourself. So I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon.